Hi guys, Reform UK really do pick the dumbest people to represent them. So one of their MPs, Rupert Lowe, stood up in the House of Commons this week and asked the Development Minister about a trade deal with the Commonwealth. Now, Annalise Dodds responded to him by saying that the UK already has a number of agreements with members of the Commonwealth, but the stupidity of his question goes much deeper than that. Have a listen.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Would the Right Honourable Lady update this House following the recent Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting on whether the Government has considered a Commonwealth free trade deal, and if not, why not?
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Well, of course, there are many very strong economic relationships already between Commonwealth states. That's something that we are very proud of as the new UK government. We want to make sure that even faster progress is being made. A number of countries, in fact, within the Commonwealth are currently subject to trade deals with the UK, or those trade deals are under discussion at the moment. We really want to make sure that we're cementing those economic ties. That really is a priority for the new UK government.
Okay, I really wish he would have just replied and said, what's your major malfunction? Do you actually have a functioning brain? Because what he's trying to suggest here is that the UK could have a trade deal with the Commonwealth as a whole. But there are 56 nations in the Commonwealth. Now, there are a number, it's not like the EU, where you have, one bloc that operates as a bloc, that you can do a trade deal with that bloc, and then the member states follow the rules and regulations within that bloc. The Commonwealth is loosely connected. So there are diverse economies in the Commonwealth. You have countries like the UK, Canada, Australia, and then smaller nations. So obviously their economies are completely different. The priorities when it comes to trade are completely different. Some specialize in agriculture. And once again, you could say, well, this applies to the EU as well. But the EU operates as a bloc. The Commonwealth doesn't operate as a bloc. There are regulatory differences. While in the EU, regulations have been aligned within the member states. There are political issues, and there's economic stability issues in each of the members of the Commonwealth as well. And there's a geographical spread. While the EU is located in Europe, members of the Commonwealth are all over the world. So, how would you work out a trade deal with all those different nations together? And of course, we have to remember that there are existing trade agreements with member states of the Commonwealth. Recently, of course, there was the Australia and New Zealand trade deals that Brexiteers like this guy were celebrating. It's nonsense to consider the idea of a trade deal between the UK and members of the Commonwealth as a bloc, because they're not a bloc. They're a bloc maybe on a political level or on a cultural level maybe, or something like that. I don't even know how to define the Commonwealth as a bloc. But it's not an economic bloc. It's not a political bloc. It makes no sense whatsoever to consider it as a bloc that you can do a trade deal with or do a trade deal within. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.